Welcome to our focus group. We would like to thank you all for taking part. It's very nice of you. And so initially we're just going to show you a video of the original music video for Stay Too Long by Group.avi.
Okay, so this is our first pitch. So what we planned on doing is before the actual music starts, we was going to have an introduction, so like it'd be like a prequel to the actual music. So what we'd start with, a girl wakes up in bed and she rolls over to see that an empty space where someone should be lying. And then she looks up and she notices a wedding ring on the dresser of her, what is perceived to be her husband. She gets up and goes downstairs looking very unhappy, and she sees a newspaper on the doormat, and on the front of the newspaper the headline says "Superstar spotted with fan." And it's the picture of what is perceived to be her husband, who is a superstar with another woman. So she's going to be annoyed about that. And then what we're going to do, the camera's going to zoom in through the newspaper, so it's in the actual shot of where the picture was taken. And then from there we're going to have a lot of flashing images of the night before. It's going to rewind to the start of the song will start. So then we're going to have a slow motion of the guy walking out with his feet, following his steps, walking out to the stage, and then as the music starts, it's going to pan up his body, and then lights are going to flash on as he starts to sing. From there, we're going to cut to as the beat drops, the flash, and then start singing. Then we're going to cut to the storyline of him being in the street, getting into a fight. So we're going to follow the storyline of what he's actually singing in the song. And then we're going to cut back to a performance and use a variety of shots to show him performing. And then from there we're going to see that he's drinking with the girl, and then they're going to get into a cab, and then we're going to follow the cab. So kind of similar to what we saw in there, because that's following the storyline. Then we're going to follow them up to, as they're going into a hotel, and it's going to be a camera shot, and that kind of ties it all together. And then after that it's going to flash and fade away, and then the song's going to end, and you're going to hear a knock at the door. It's him at the door with his girlfriend answering, and then we're going to finish it there.
Alright, so in contrast to the first pitch, we're not actually going to have the prequel to the video, the girl waking up. We're just going to come straight into the music video. So we're going to just start with performance-wise more. So a lot of shots of the crowd, reaction shots maybe, kind of more long shots, establishing shots of the venue as well. And then while it's playing, we have close-up shots of the different band members, such as any drummer or guitarist playing, and of course whoever's playing Plan B to be while he's singing. And then in terms of narrative for the second block, we're going to be having, it's going to cut to a bookies, where you have a kind of, you see how in the original video I had a lot of kind of almost slow motion shots of people kind of maybe betting or having a lot of fun, similar to that, but instead we're kind of in this bookies, quite a big one maybe, and so you have the character who, Strickland Banks, who's also singing, he's in there as well with his friends. He's cheering, maybe watching TV, horse races or something like that. And while we're doing this, we'll probably have a final cut back to the performance, and then it'll eventually end with him leaving the bar in a kind of really bad state. And we had quite a good idea where it'll go into a point of view shot, and as it ends on the and he says that he kind of falls down to show him stumbling, and then it goes to black, and that's the end of that pitch. Lovely. Alright, question one, what was your initial impressions of pitch one? Anyone can go forth and volunteer. Nick?
It was a bit same as in the video, the original video.
Yeah.
It's basically what happened.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I quite liked the authenticity of him, because it came across as quite a sort of jazzy style.
Yeah.
And yeah, I quite like them playing, and a lot of performance shots.
Anyone else?
It's good because you can like go through the video following the lyrics and like get the feeling of the lyrics into your video. So that was quite good because like the different scenes follow it, which is like in pitch 3 you can't really do that because veering away from the lyrics and staying more in the chorus.
Martin, any input?
I quite liked the shot of the newspaper as it goes down, and it sort of acts as a flashback. It was like that was much.
Any more impressions of pitch 1? No? Alright, second question, same question but with pitch 2. It says 3 but pitch 2. What did you think of that one in comparison to the first one?
I don't think it's quite as strong, because the lyrics don't match with what would be happening on screen, and I'd much prefer to actually have the relationship between the lyrics and what's happening.
Where could we improve both pitches? What would you like to see in a video like this?
Relate to the lyrics more maybe? Look at the lyrics rather than just the video that he's given, Planby's given for ideas.
Anything else that you'd like to see in it, maybe that we haven't thought of, or any suggestions on any shots that we could improve on or add in, or any effects you want to see?
Some sort of realism, so maybe black and white in bits.
That's good.
We thought of the idea of having maybe black and white shots, but having like a really bold colour, like involved. So like.
Like in Sin City.
Pardon? Yeah, like Sin City kind of thing.
Kind of noir.
So what do you think of that kind of idea? Like a few shots like that.